You hit a couple threes, you hit a couple pick and rolls. One was an air ball, and you went and caught it and went ahead and dunked it. I mean, then you get 11 boards. I mean, like, you look there and it's like, oh, double-double.
Yeah. It's just like Corny always tells me, just go out there and play ball. That's all it is, just going out there. I love this game. I love going out there with my teammates playing and just want to do what I can to help us win.
How about the big thing with the 6'9" kids shooting threes? You hit them, they got to come out on you now.
Oh, yeah. That's just
it up big time inside.
Yeah, it's just something I've always liked to do. It's something I've always worked on. Growing up, I was outside just shooting. So it's just being able to have length and shoot the ball is definitely an advantage for my own skill set, but also an advantage for Marshall. So.
Forced a lot of turnovers tonight, and a lot of that was steals, getting hands in, passing lanes. How much of an emphasis does Coach put on that in practice, and how much did that kind of translate to today?
It put a lot, and one thing about getting steals is just playing hard. Basically, that's all we do. Play hard, get on the right spot, and the ball's gonna come to you. That's what Coach always put in our head every single time in practice. If you get on the right spot and you play hard and you communicate, you're gonna get steals and you're gonna get dunks.
It seemed like it didn't matter who came in there and played. It was scrappy. It was tough and physical. How different is that for you guys to be on a team that no matter who's out there on the floor, it feels like they're giving 110%.
Well, I mean, it's a Sun Belt. Sun Belt is tough, so you got to go find tough players. So, I think that's what Coach did. Trying to find tough players, and shoot, I ain't that tough, but I'm getting after it in practice.
Yeah, it's really just about playing hard, knowing your teammate's gonna have your back. If let's say you jump out for a steal, you might miss it, but you're playing hard. But Obina's gonna be right behind me, picking up what I got. I'm gonna be shifting out. So it's just playing with trust, playing hard, and that's what it's about.
What was the difference in the second half? You all opened it up. Obviously they kept it close with some foul shots there in the first half.
Yeah.
Was there a difference in the second half?
Well, we just, we didn't foul as much, basically. I mean, I was looking at the scoreboard, and we only had 18. They only had 18 points, and then we gave them, 10 points in fouls, or maybe 20 points in fouls. So we went, we went down to the locker room. We thought ourselves, we were the one killing ourselves, basically, down the first half, by just giving them fouls. So we played, just straight up, and they couldn't score.
Toledo, the team you guys have played before. Everybody else in the Sun Belt's in the MAC Sun Belt Challenge right now. You guys, just delay that by a bit. What do you know about them, and what are you looking forward to about Saturday?
Not a lot. We don't know anything right now. You got to take it one game at a time. Tomorrow we got off days. Get our body right. Get your shot right. If you want to go to the gym, get your shot right, and we'll focus on Toledo on Wednesday.
Yeah. I mean, we know they're going to come in and play hard. They want to win every game, just like we want to win every game. So just got to prepare for battle is really what it is.
Yeah.
White, coming into this season when we did the interviews a week and a half ago, Coach Jackson, Bina, all these guys were like, we want to see White. We want to see what he can do. He's really seeing confidence. He's really playing well. You come out first game, double-double. What has that flip been for you? Is it a mentality shift, or what are you seeing that's showing your success right now?
Work, just off-season work, being in the gym, trying to better my game for this year and the years moving forward. And then, like you said, just confidence. I feel like I've had confidence. Just experience now too as well. So.
Not directly related to the game, but two sets of brothers on this team. How fun are they to be around? And is it a different dynamic having some family out there on the floor?
They're Cade and Jacob. They're a funny duo. Grant and Will, both great guys. It's a great group of guys. Yeah. Like them, all four of them included, me being 1 through 16, coaching staff included. We got a great team, great coaching staff, all around.
Yeah. They ever get after one another in practice? Brothers fight?
That's the problem. No, I try. You try to get after it, but no, not at all. I've never seen it. Instead, they encourage each other. That's what you want from brothers. You don't want brothers to bump heads and stuff. So I respect that. But sometimes you want to see them get after it and talk a little smack at each other, see who's the better twin.
Fun fact about them too, they're actually a triplet.
Yeah.
They got another brother. So they always talk about how growing up they're always tough on each other. The oldest, they're the one that I think he's in law school actually. He was always picking on them. So I think that's what kind of helped their toughness. I know y'all can tell they have a grittiness to their game. So Who knows if that's where that came from or what, but.
Anything further?
Good.
Jackson?
All right.
Thank you.
Coach Jackson and the game ball.
Yeah, oh yeah.
First one is head coach of the herd. We'll open up with a statement from Coach Jackson, and then we'll move into questions.
I thought we played hard. I thought we played hard. I would like to see us shoot the ball better. But those guys were pretty physical. I thought we matched their physicality. We've been talking since the Pikeville game. When people, especially when they come into Henderson Center, we want to set the tone. We don't want to match anyone's energy. They should be matching us. So I thought we did a good job of that tonight.
And they kept it close there in the first half with some free throws, but game kind of opened up there in the second half. Was there a difference, or what did you see from your perspective?
Well, we put them on the line a lot in the first half. I think they had 16 free throws at halftime, and we were, I believe, 2 for 16 from 3. So that's the game in the first half.
Lots of steals tonight. Just guys having hands in passing lanes and being active on the defensive side. Is that something you emphasize in practice?
Oh yeah. We work on defense. That's usually the first thing we do. These guys get after it, and it's accountability to getting after it, and they've been great. And we talk about physicality. We talk about defending we call it guard your yard. So yes, we work on it every day.
It seemed like it didn't matter who you put in there. They all had that same mentality. To see that kind of mentality trickle down this early, how good is that to see?
Just guys buying in. You know what? We have a great group of guys, 1 through 16, and we push the 16th guy just as hard as the first guy. So again, it's one game, but I liked our physicality. I liked our mindset because we could have easily backed down because they were physical. You can tell that their coach is preaching physicality as well. So they were physical. I was proud of the way our group handled it.
About Wyatt's performance and just kind of showing glimpses of the player he could be.
I told Steve downstairs, the basketball gods, they bless you when you do the right things, right? Wyatt has fell in love with the gym. He's probably worked harder this year and more focused this year than he has since he's been here, and it's starting to pay off.
Natter gets to start at point guard tonight. How much did the experience last year of running that some? How much has that helped him? Kind of settle into that role and become a little more comfortable in that position.
It helped him tremendously. He's a fast learner, tough kid. The minutes he got as a true freshman, surrounded by a few older guys, helped him tremendously.
You take this win. What does this first win mean to you? I know they played the clip before the game. You dreamed of being the coach of the herd, and now to have a W beside your name there. What's that mean to you?
It means a lot. Every win is big. There's no such thing as just easy win. All right, it's really hard just to win one game, regardless of who the opponent is. I don't take anything for granted. I understand how blessed I am to be in this position. So every day I come to work, I don't take it for granted. So I'm walking around with the game ball. You'd think we just went to the NCAA tournament, but it's the first, hopefully, of many. And I don't take anything for granted because I know how extremely blessed I am.
You're a few days in between now and the next game. Anything you want to improve on or see in practice before you get to Toledo?
Make some threes. I want to see us make some threes. It's funny. We didn't shoot the ball well the last 2 days in practice, and I was hoping that would change today, right? I think yesterday in practice, we 3 for 16. So I want us to shoot the ball better. I thought, we're trying to do the right things. We're sharing the ball. We're playing with physicality. We're trying to do the right things defensively, and the shots will fall. I'm confident in these guys. We shoot a lot. We shoot a lot in practice. We have shooting groups, so they shoot a lot. Free throws, we were 78%, and we shoot a lot of free throws. So we'll continue to grind. We'll continue to stay in the gym, and hopefully by Saturday we'll be shooting the ball a little better.
There's a play when they broke down a defender. And, showed how physical his game was going to be. He made a basket, got fouled, and he did the Nate fist pump. How beneficial is that to show the other guys we're not backing down, we're going to be just as physical? That seemed to set the tone for the rest of the game, didn't it?
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Nate is, again, he's the leader of that, right? Nate will rock you to sleep a little bit because he has a quiet demeanor. If you see him off the court, he smiles. He has a super quiet demeanor, but on the court, he's a different animal. And he's the leader in charge in terms of our physicality. He's put in the work. He's another guy, the basketball guys is starting to bless him. Hopefully they keep blessing both of those guys, he and Wyatt, throughout the year. But he's put in the work, man. He deserves everything that comes to him and for him.
Who did you think brought the most energy off the bench today?
Good question. You know what? Kai bought some energy. Kai Spears bought some energy, but he does it every day, right? The Gibbs twins bought energy, but they do it every day. Again, I don't want to pinpoint one guy. I think it's a collective group effort, and I thought all those guys played with great energy when they played. You know, even the guys that got in the last 3 minutes. You know, we talked in the timeout. Don't take this for granted. Don't take these minutes for granted. All right, play hard, play together, and be connected.
Although he didn't have big numbers, talk a little bit about Michael Dawson's first official game in his hometown. Looked like, you could tell he was really enjoying it.
Yeah. Well, looking at his numbers again, like you said, he didn't have a great game number-wise, but his presence alone is really helpful for us and our team. He's physical. I'm just happy. Again, this is you have to understand. Okay, a Huntington kid coming back to Marshall, coming back to Huntington, first game. So I'm sure there were some jitters. I hadn't talked to Mike, but I'm sure there were some jitters, and I'm glad he has this one under his belt, so we can go ahead and move forward.
Anything further for Coach?
Good.
We're good. Appreciate you guys.